Mm. This is not brought to you by Oreos, but they are delicious. What's up, guys? My name is Phil. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys what I have here in this box. So guys, what is this little thing? Well, this is from a company called Feutech, and it's a gimbal. I've wanted to get a gimbal for a while now. So this little guy is a really nice entry-level gimbal. It's got some great features to it, but it's very simple, very easy to use. If you want to get into gimbals, get something basic, get something simple, because you still have to get used to it, and I'm still getting used to it. So this little gimbal is pretty small and compact. It does fold up nicely, and the head here, this little, 3-axis head, actually locks in place so that you can store it away. And this box here is a nice foam carrying case. So it's actually pretty decent. The foam on it is not just chintzy foam. It actually does act like a nice carrying case, and I actually used this when we went to the beach a couple of weeks ago, and I wanted to test it out, actually out in the open. And we even went for a walk in the woods together, and I brought this along. But as you can see, the gimbal sleeps in here quite nicely with the little cutout, and with this box, it's actually impact, resistant, so it's going to keep everything safe in here. But when you open the box, you will have the gimbal right here. You also have this cool little tripod thing that screws in the bottom of it. And this little screw here is a standard screw that you can use for any of your cameras, any of your devices. And this little thing here will turn into a tripod. So I really like this little design of this, and it folds up to this nice little compact handle. So I really like that feature. And in the box here, I really haven't even opened this up yet because I use so many other micro USB charging cables and so many other things. So it does come with a bunch of little extra things in here if you want to use them, but I just keep it in there as a backup because I have so many other micro USB chargers. So some of the features on this that you'll notice is that it charges with a micro USB, there's my dyslexia again. This will charge the battery that's in here that not only turns the device on and makes it function, but it also acts as a battery pack for your phone. So that's a really cool feature. And up here on the back of where the camera actually goes, there's another little USB, a micro USB port, and this one will connect to the camera or your phone that you put here. Now, this model is designed for a phone. So I have the iPhone XR, and it is a pretty hefty phone. It's pretty big, and I do have the case on it here. And this just about maxes out how big of a phone you can put on here. So if I were to take the case off, it would still fit perfectly, but I do have the case on here that adds about 1/8 of an inch on either side, so about 1/4 of an inch on either side. I don't know the exact dimensions of the phone here, but if you're familiar with the iPhone XRs, then that's what this will fit. Well, the only thing you got to think about if you wanted to charge your phone at the same time is you'd have to flip it upside down. You'd have to have the charger port up here instead of down here because it hits this base plate here to keep everything balanced. So when you take everything apart, you unlock it from its little carrying mode, you'll see that it butts up against here. So you really need to have the charging port on this side. So you could flip it around, that's not a big deal, but then the camera ends up being on this side instead of this side. So unfortunately, that's a little bit of a weird flaw that you have to deal with because now you can't really charge it. So I don't use it to charge it anyway. It's not that big of a deal. I'm not going to be using this for prolonged periods of time, just for a few minutes here and there, maybe upwards of 5, maybe 10 minutes. But you can record that on your phone with no problem, and your phone will hold battery life for a long time. So this model here is designed for your phones. They have other models that are designed for GoPros and bigger models that are designed for full DSLR cameras. But for now, I liked using this little guy just because of its compact form, and for my shooting behind the scenes action on my other channel, Miranda Detailing, and for any other shots that I just want to pull my phone out and record some stuff, then I can put it on the gimbal and I'll have nice, smooth shots. So as you can see, the gimbal does perform really, really well. It keeps everything stable. It has a bunch of different modes that you can put on here as well. If you want to see other reviews of this on all the functions of it, then you can search YouTube. You can find a lot of other videos that show all the different functions of this. This video is basically to show you guys how I use it and real world results. So it does have a bunch of buttons here. You have the joystick, which will make the phone go up and down, left and right, which is really nice. You have your power button here, and you have about 4 different modes. So you have the default mode. If you click it twice, you have a type of quick panning and following mode. If you click it 3 times, then you have a more smoother, slower following mode. And there is a 4th one that I forget what that one does. I just usually will reset it. If you press the trigger twice, it resets it to the default, which I use most often, because when you turn it on, it goes right to this default mode, and it basically follows, it locks in and follows, and you can twist the handle here and it will turn left and right for you. So you can get some really nice, slow panning, moving shots with this, and I really like it. I'm shooting a lot of video on my Miranda Detailing channel using this for intros and outros of showing you before and afters of the vehicle. And it's great because you get such smooth action. You can even angle the camera down all the way in the bottom of the vehicle or all the way above the vehicle without having to really contort your arms that much, because the gimbal does all that work for you. So guys, that's my thoughts on this little gimbal. I'm really loving it. It's so easy to use, and I love the simplicity of it. I didn't need anything too complicated to use. I wanted to start with something like this, and I might try some other gimbals. They did have another model that has a nice little turning knob here, which you can actually pull focus or zoom in and out. You can program it that way. Now, I didn't talk much about the app. The app that comes with this does connect Bluetooth right to your device. When you first get it, you are going to connect it to your phone and the device. You are going to connect your phone to the device, and when you turn it on, it will automatically connect via Bluetooth. That's how you can actually control the video feature right here. This actually has the record button right here, and it does work when you go into your native camera app. But the app on here is pretty good, but there are some limitations to it that they still need to work out, because there are some things that you can't do in it right now. So I really don't even use the app that much. If you want to use the app, it does bring this little button to life, which is the zooming in and out, which you can do when you're connected to that app in your phone. But for now, I really don't need that. All I need to do is zoom in physically on the phone, and that works for me. So if you do want to see some other videos about using that app, then feel free to search on YouTube. I'll put a couple of those links down below, the ones that I watched when I wanted to grab this little guy. Now, let me show you the little tripod, because this is another really nice feature. It screws right in the bottom here, plus you can put the gimbal itself on a tripod, so that's really nice. You can place it right here on the table. Really nice feature, and it keeps everything nice and stable for you. And you can still use all the functions, of course, panning everything. So you can use this as just a little tripod, and it also just extends the handle. So you can close it up, and then it kind of extends the handle a little bit. Now, there was another cool feature on here that I kind of forgot about. You can extend this thing like that. So with the long handle here, you can actually go under something or above something and really get some awesome, awesome shots with this extended arm here. So this extends about 8 inches out. So that's pretty awesome. That is another feature that I kind of forgot about on this gimbal. And you can shoot selfies and video from a distance, which is really, really nice. So a lot of nice features packed into this little simple gimbal. So I'll put links to this guy down below. And again, this is the Feotech Vimble S Vimble. So that's gimbal with a V instead of a G. And it's the 2S. If you want to get your hands on it, it's under $100. So I'll put it down below and you can buy it on Amazon. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the little video. If you do have any questions or comments, put them down below. And don't forget to subscribe and click that bell. That way you get notifications each time these videos drop and you don't miss stuff. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great week.